Hello there. With talk that the Tory MP Dominic Grieve has been in secret talks with a senior House of Commons official on how to work against the government to suspend the Article 50 process, and that the House of Lords is preparing to throw its own spanner in the Brexit works, it looks like the government is in meltdown and being attacked on multiple fronts. Looking at the news, you would be forgiven for thinking that the government is under fire from anti-Brexit forces across the board. Except you'd be wrong. The truth is that Brexit is under a massive attack from just about all our politicians. Brexit is first and foremost under attack from Theresa May's own government, in the form of a terrible deal that is, in effect, a fire sale of the UK to the EU. Her deal is not Brexit. Brexit is under attack from those that are using the excuse of a second referendum to delay the Brexit process while they come up with anything to stop our exit from the EU. Brexit is under attack from the blatantly pro-EU politicians in both the Commons and Lords, who I won't bother listing by name, as we all know who they are. To put it bluntly, the decision by the UK electorate to leave the European Union is besieged by forces within the Houses of Parliament that are meant to be there to ensure the democratic process. And this extends far beyond just the majority of our elected politicians. It also includes vast swathes of appointed politicians in the House of Lords, and also employees of the Westminster establishment, people we pay to work for us, not against us. According to The Times, for example, one civil servant secretly gave Dominic Grieve 3 plans on how to suspend the UK's departure from the EU, with each requiring the overturning of centuries of parliamentary precedent. And the House of Lords is set to vote to shelve the trade bill, which would make falling back on World Trade Organisation rules an impossibility, reports The Independent. And all the while the Labour Party is shifting towards supporting a second EU referendum that would require an extension to the Article 50 process, thus removing the people's Brexit backstop of an automatic move to WTO rules with the EU at 11 p.m. on the 29th of March 2019 in accordance with UK and EU law. Now, when I say Brexit is under siege in Parliament, what that really means is that democracy is under siege in Parliament. And it is under siege from those politicians, aided by the establishment and the press, that gave up listening to the people on the 24th of June 2016. If they ever really were listening to the people, that is. Now here's a good one for you. One MP out of a choice of a whole plethora of EU-loving green bench polishers has won the accolade of European of the Week. Now, was that Soubry, or maybe Clark, or Nick Bowles, or how about Vince Cable, or even Ian Blackford? No, the Member of Parliament that won the prize was none other than the supposedly unbiased Speaker of the House, John Bercow. It turns out that in allowing an amendment through that thwarted the strategy of the UK government, Radio France Internationale named him as European of the Week. That's sort of like awarding a medal to an anti-UK double agent. But those in his constituency are not happy. Did you know that when elected as Speaker by their fellow MPs, the new Speaker has to leave their party and become an independent? And when an MP is elected as Speaker, then by a convention of understanding between parties, they stand unopposed in future general elections. That there is only one name on the ballot paper, the Speaker's. And further, that they then have no voice in the House of Commons debates other than to decide who speaks and sort out points of order. Also, the Speaker does not vote on legislative matters unless it is to break a tied vote. This means that the Speaker is unable to take their constituency issues to Parliament. As a result, the members of Bercow's Buckingham constituency feel disenfranchised after having him sat there for nearly 10 years. In the 2015 general election, for example, Bercow saw the largest number of spoilt ballot papers anywhere in the country. Now that was probably something to do with his name being the only one on the ballot paper. And the longer he stays as Speaker, the more disenfranchised his constituents will be. How can it be fair that one whole constituency is unable to vote for the person they wish to represent them in Parliament, and then have that MP unable to properly represent them at all? How undemocratic is that? This is one cosy inter-party understanding that should definitely be consigned to the dustbin of history. As should the cosy deal followed over the last 230 years or so that the Speaker gets a seat on the red benches of the House of Lords when they retire. That should go too. Anyway, please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.